Now, I don't know why haters be telling me to mind my business when they're out here not minding theirs. Shut your mouth and enjoy the tea. We all know you're here for it, sis. Thando Thabethe exposes 5FM. This is your girl, Mhlongwane, aka Miss Fear Focal, bring back for entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, you're most definitely welcome. Please do subscribe and, of course, the bell. I absolutely love it. Do not forget to follow me on Instagram. It's at Owamie, okay? Now, I'm out here, you guys, and wow, like this lockdown, as I said in my previous video, it's definitely getting our celebrities to sit down and I guess like think a lot. And so they're just like, you know what? I ain't gonna mess with this. I'm gonna be out here and I'm going to expose you, okay? Now, if you guys do not know, obviously Thando Thabethe recently left 5FM. I remember I did also cover that, and now she actually did a thread, and the thread started with a thread on why I resigned from A5FM. Mugo went ahead and she even tagged them. She ain't playing with you. So anyway, this is what she said, you guys. Context first. 5FM head acting program and station manager for a couple of months. They finally appointed JD Monster and Siyanda Fikelepi as station and program manager respectively. Now, of course, you guys know the Movenda, so you know some of these names obviously will be difficult for me to read, so don't come for me. She then said on Friday 28th Feb, I had a meeting with the PM who let me know that the show was renewed. As per our annual negotiations, I then tried to negotiate a raise of 200 rands an hour. At this point, he had agreed for me to take 2 weeks leave to shoot housekeepers. Fast forward, the following Monday, I heard that Thabuthe Drive will be no longer as it doesn't fit into the 2/5 year plan of the SABC. This info I hear from colleagues or people on my show. At this point, I hear that the replacement of the show had already been notified, and so had my current teammates. Note, I was the last to find out that my very own show no longer existed. Fast forward, PM finally sits me down on the following Tuesday to tell me that the show doesn't exist. Plot twist, I then hear that the powers that be were told that I demanded a 20% increase and 6 weeks leave. I to this day am not privy to why the show was given and days later taken from me without notice. I believe I am not the first, neither will I be the last to experience this by the SABC. I was offered, wait for it, Sunday 4 to 7 a.m. I've plunged many hours into the work that I do. I found this an insult after 11 years on radio. I then proceeded to resign. The current lineup at 5FM is not a representation of the diverse country that we live in. It's also very easy to dub me as demanding to the powers that be in the hope that the truth doesn't come out. The truth eventually did come out. I was then offered my original slot back, which I declined in the fear of being victimized by the very same people who wanted me gone to begin with. Because I've been in the industry for a while and understand 100% that shows are shuffled and changed annually, my gripe is the lies told to me about me for personal gains. I hope this never happens to anyone else. I know of many stories where artists are mistreated, and hope that others will be able to speak up when unfairly labeled and treated. With the help of a friend, the matter was raised with SABC management, and despite their effort to intervene, 5FM decided to stay with their initial plan. I hope that the people responsible for this are held accountable and brought to book. I then decided to take back the slot, keeping in mind the impact it would have not just on me but the colleagues on my show who have families to feed. Yet again, 5FM decided to stick to the original plan and offered me a slot I was again not able to accept. Long story short, I hope to now put this matter to rest and continue with my life. I can only appeal to the top management for the people responsible, that being the program and station manager, to be held accountable. End. Now, obviously, guys did hear everything that I just read over there, butchered it, but hey, as long as you got the message. Honestly, for me, it's quite confusing because I do remember the time that Thando was actually leaving, 5FM. She did this whole long page, you guys, and I read it the time I reported that. Obviously, you know what, she was leaving her job, so you should look for that video for sure. You will get everything that she said. It was a sweet message, and I remember she was even mentioning people saying thank you for this and thank you for that, and to now obviously come out here and she's basically saying all these horrible things. And in one way, I feel like she's saying she's moving on, but I feel like obviously she still has a bit of that grudge because she does want people, the station manager, to be held accountable and everything. Do I believe her? Of course I believe her. This is South Africa. Artists, you guys, are so unfairly treated in South Africa. It's so sad. They are talented, these people, but I feel like the country, or I don't know if it's just the way that everything is just placed, but our celebrities, you guys, like, wow, it's quite sad. If you watched my previous video where I was talking about Ramichuwene and what she was basically saying, you will definitely see that it's a lot of silent struggles that are obviously happening in Celebville, and it's really something that is so sad. So yeah, she just exposed 5FM, and she actually did mention them. I do hope that they don't blackball her, obviously when it comes to like radio and stuff, because we do know that these big stations, they actually hold some power. So I honestly do wish Thando all the best. She's talented. I'm definitely sure it won't be difficult, to get something else. And we'll go ahead and comment down below what you guys think of this whole situation. Do you think that 5FM is being shady? And obviously, what do you make of the fact that when she left, she was saying all these nice things, and all of a sudden now she's out here like throwing punches, okay? And while I love you, my ninjas, do not forget to thumbs up this video. Obviously, please also make sure that you share. It helps our channel a lot. Another thing again, do please make sure that you comment. If you don't have anything to say, go ahead and sign in. From your Owamie, aka the only Miss Fairfuck on the YouTube street. I'll see you guys in my next upload. Mwah.